There was a study done in the UK. I believe it was in 2014, and then it was done again in 2019. It revealed that over 50% of women have a backup plan while still in committed relationships. This means that they have a plan B in case their current relationship fails. Women initiate 70% of the divorces in America. When it comes to college educated women, this number jumps up to 90%.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna hold you, man. This was gonna be a difficult video to have to make, but it is yet a video that must be made. So, this particular young lady focuses on a study in the UK that shows that 50% of women in relationships have backup plans. Let me repeat that 50% of women that go into relationships have backup plans. Now, given what we know about the current state of dating in certain parts of the world and stuff, that doesn't seem too far-fetched, right? It doesn't seem too out of the norm to believe that a woman probably has a guy on the side, or let's be real and let's be fair, that a guy may have a young lady on the side too. But it does go to show the state of relationships, period, and why you see a lot of people opting just not to get married. Because I don't know about y'all, but I want to share the story with you, right? There was once upon a time super interested in somebody, right? Didn't work out. She liked somebody else. Got with this guy, found out this guy was an asshole. Tries to come back to me. But I never play second place. Ever. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how bad you are. I don't care if you fucking the baddest bitch on the planet. I do not play second place. If you openly tell me that you choose another man over me, it doesn't work out with said person, and then you try to run it back, the audacity and the disrespect, right? The audacity and the fucking disrespect. You see, I take that personally because I play second fiddle to nobody, right? I don't know what you and this man did. I don't know. I don't care. It's none of my business, because me and you can never ever be, right? Because when I confess my love to you, or I told you how I really feel and that I'm really rocking with you and that I think we should really try this shit out, and you say, no, you not my type. Oh, I look at you as a friend. You friends on me, whatever you want to call it. You gonna run off with old buddy. Then you realize that, hey, I wasn't such a bad guy after all. Nah, shit don't happen. No different than some young ladies who choose to live their best life in their younger years, get a lot of kids out the way, and then expect somebody to play stepdaddy. It's literally the exact same thing. But to say that 50% of women have a backup plan just in case your ass don't work out, kind of sucks. And again, there is a saying that is popular that says you do not put all of your eggs in one basket, right? And I guess the same rules apply for relationships. I would like to believe that me and my young lady are all in, right? And I say this before, and I'm gonna say it again, because I want y'all to hear me when I say this. I've said it before, I've told her. She knows this. Heaven forbid something happens to us, right? Heaven forbid the good doc is no longer on this earth. I want my wife to go ahead and move on, right? I'm insured, I'm good to go. She gonna be all right? She gonna be good, I promise you. I told her one thing: don't spend my money on another motherfucking man. That's what I told her. I said, look, if I die before you, my money is yours. Don't worry about the family. You give what you want to if you want to, but that's for you to spend. I tell her that all the time. But I also told her if me and her never worked out, right? Heaven forbid me and the young lady, the mean one, decide to call it quits and we get a divorce, right? Heaven forbid. I told her I ain't never getting married again. Fuck that. I will never get married again, because I have put in a lot of time, effort, and energy into the relationship that I have with her, the dating aspect, just being boyfriend and girlfriends, transitioning into fiance to husband and wife. We put a lot of time and effort and energy into shit, and I'll be damned if I run it back. And the reason I never run it back is because I put a lot of time into this, right? This wasn't shotgun wedding. This wasn't no overnight thing. We lived together before we said I do. There was a lot that goes into the process of why me and her are together, which is why we together, which is why we know what it's like to be around one another, which is why we can deal with each other's annoyances. We can get on each other's nerves, separate for a minute, go to separate rooms, calm down, come back, and figure it the fuck out. if you've never done that with your girl before, chances are I'm pretty sure male or female, there's probably a 50% chance that you probably got a backup plan your fucking self because you're not willing to go all in. Again, I understand. If something happens, man, hard to be broke, man. I'm a human being. I'm not saying I'm super sensitive, but hey, the good doc's sensitive, okay? I ain't gonna cry like a bitch in public, but it'll hurt, right? But overall, I'm a real one, and I learned a long time ago because I listened to my ancestors, my OGs, and they always told me, man, relationships are transactional, and I've kind of looked at my relationship from a transactional standpoint. Not necessarily that I don't love my wife, I don't care for her, but I've often understood that you've got to learn to compartmentalize your relationship. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't do anything for her, doesn't mean that I wouldn't lay it all on the line for her if I had to. But what it does mean is I'm not stupid either, right? And I don't believe that my wife got somebody on the side just in case we don't work out, right? I don't have no young lady on the side just in case we don't work out because I already know if I'm a single man, I don't care if it's in my 40s, my 50s, or my 60s. If I go back to the Philippines, guess who's gonna cook? This motherfucker right here. So I don't need a backup plan. I'm not looking for any of that shit. I just know what's gonna happen if it ever did happen, right? I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be an easy transition to lose my wife, nothing like that. But there is no backup plan, is what I'm trying to say. In reference to another person physically in my life that I would go to in case me and her don't work out. It don't work that way for me, player. I'm all in. And I believe vice versa. She's all in with the good doc as well. And I hate to believe that this is the state of what's going on in the world today, right? I know a lot of my brethren who have chose to lay down with certain young ladies abroad and have kids and stuff, and they can't fucking stand each other. I mean, to the T, they at each other's throats. You know, you had a kid with this person, you can't stand the baby mama. I can't imagine that type of life, y'all. I just can't. My mind can't take it because I've grown to a place in my life where I compartmentalize damn near everything. Work, relationships, all that shit has its own place. To deal with an irritating, annoying fucking baby mama, hell no. That's not gonna work, man. I work too hard for my shit, right? To have that, right? So for me, I just try to make sure that I do what I need to do to make sure that I'm taken care of. But to believe that young ladies have a backup plan, or at least 50% of young ladies in the UK, which was, referenced in that particular study, it sucks. Because it's almost as if you already got one foot out the door, right? You already ready to skate, just in case. Really? You already ready to skate just in case? You're not even willing to try. You ain't gonna stick it out. Trust me. First argument, fuck this bitch, fuck this motherfucker. If it's a chick, talk about dude. Fuck this dude. I ain't got none time for him. I'll go to my side dude, or you go to your side chick and stuff. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta want it better. You gotta want to do better. You want to be better. And again, I am 100% okay with the idea of guys or girls who choose not to get into long-term relationships or get married. It's 100% okay because I understand what it takes now. Being married for, what is it, going on a year and some change? You say just a year? Just a year? Yeah, just a year. My bad. At the recording of this video, a little over a year. I know it's a pain in the ass to some people. I know. We get on each other's nerves, but at the end of the day, I told her, what she gonna do? She gonna sit her ass down. I'm gonna sit my ass down. We're just gonna make it work, period. Because that's what we have to do, right? Again, if it's toxic as fuck, it's a little different. You don't force it, but I would hate to believe that I would come into a relationship with my young lady, talk about, shit, if she don't work out, girl, B, C, and D is it. Right now, many of you guys know about Scottie Pippen. I got a story that I've shared via Patreon. That's another story for another day that will never be revealed. My Patreon is defunct or deactivated. I got kicked off Patreon. So I might start a YouTube membership page and I might bring that back. But until the end of the time, in between time, that was just a random segue. But, it just happens to be that way. There is no backup plan because there's no need for a backup plan, right? Because heaven forbid it all goes wrong or goes to shit. Good doc's a single man for whatever fucking reason. It's kind of like, okay, I already know what I could do, but it's not that I'm running to another chick's arms, right? My young lady, and I'm gonna leave you with this one. She listens to So she has a song or has listened to a song by this girl named Olivia Rodrigo, right? And on this girl's first album, all she did was complain about a dude she was dating that went to another girl, right? And on one of the songs, she was like, "Oh, it only took you 2 weeks to get over me," or some shit like that. Or you said you didn't cheat on me, but you know, you're a traitor because you went directly to this girl right after, right? So it's just some lyrics that I mentally remember. I don't even remember the name of the song. But at the end of the day, I'm babbling. It's just a simple fact that it's not the energy that I think you should have. If you have that type of energy or you have that in your mind, guess what? Better off just staying single. Just stay single, right? Any videos, any comments, questions, or concerns, email me, gooddoc@gmail.com. All right. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's my time after the energy, man. It's been a good doc. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. Doc is out.